Before the diagnosis, my life was I was really happy. Being a nurse for 42 years in palliative care, suddenly being on the other side of it, especially with dementia, it scares me.
I've always loved sport from a young age, all the way through until my 20s. I'd be playing football matches 3 times a week. I'd be in the gym most days training. Cancer was the last thing I expected.
Right now, we're losing too many good years to diseases which have so far proved resistant to the modern research techniques, and we need different ways to approach them. Southampton has a fantastic culture of cross-disciplinary research, but in actual fact, much of our work is hindered by this old siloed infrastructure we're in, and what we know is that the pace of change and using the new technologies involves teams coming together. The Institute for Medical Innovation will be a new building at the heart of University Hospital Southampton, where we can bring the right teams together to massively accelerate that progress. The RMI will focus on 5 disease areas: cancer, dementia, sight loss, infection, and respiratory and allergic diseases. These are all areas where there's an urgent need for more research and where we have the right expertise at Southampton. Importantly, these health areas are all linked by common threads, meaning discoveries in one area can rapidly translate to others. We'll have some of the most cutting-edge underpinning technology, from imaging systems to robotic cores to a major computational hub. But most importantly, it will allow people like me, clinicians, to work hand in hand with engineers, mathematicians, biologists, so that we're bringing diverse expertise to focus on some of the most pressing challenges in modern healthcare.
We've got to a stage where we're doing well, but we're not doing brilliantly for everybody. And that's what we need to improve.
Telling a patient they have dementia is incredibly difficult when doctors and scientists know that there is no treatment available.
I've got a grandson who is 6 and had lots to do with him and, going everywhere with him, and we take him swimming with his mum. But now we've got our new little granddaughter who's 8 weeks old, and I can't do those same things with her.
See, my wife had cancer 2 years prior to me being diagnosed. We found that out whilst she was pregnant and carrying a child. Then I started my treatment, 6 months of treatment every other week. I had a bad turn on a dose of chemotherapy that I could not stop being sick. Alfie came premature, probably through shock and stress. He was born at £2.2, 12 weeks premature. It was touch and go for a couple of weeks. It's one of the only regrets I have in my life. I regret very little in my life. I couldn't be in my son's birth.
By having the RMI on the hospital site provides the environment, but also the sense of urgency to understand disease, which is going to be so important.
By bringing different disciplines together in the IMI, when we're all under one roof, we can pop round to the office next door and say, I've got this problem or I've got this solution. Should we go for it? With the opportunity to change the way we look at particular problems.
We've managed to make very valuable discoveries, even working within silos. These discoveries would come together much faster if they were under the same roof.
I currently work in the area of biomedical diagnostics, where I'm using novel strategies to quantify blood biomarkers, primarily for TB, but I'm hoping in the future that it can be used for different disease cases, such as cancer and dementia.
I think it's really important that research is encouraged, really, for the future generations, so they're not sitting in this chair having this conversation.
I don't think it's important that the work continues. I think it's important that the work cannot stop. It just cannot stop.
We cannot do this without you. We need your help and your support to innovate, to change lives, to help the people that we currently struggle with, to cure people from cancer. And we can hopefully, and I believe this strongly, transform the outlook for patients in our region, nationally and internationally.